up next on Betsy's Kindergarten Adventures.
My library book. Mom!
You must be very, very careful to never lose a library book.
Recycle? What does recycle mean?
To take something and use it again.
If I really wanted to help recycle, I'd have to think of some ways to reuse things. Funny happened at school today. Well, actually, it all started yesterday when Mrs. O'Connor told us.
Class, today we're going someplace very special. Does anybody want to take a guess?
A field trip.
A soccer game.
A dance recital.
Nobody guessed the library?
Don't worry, we're going to the library.
Well, actually, we're going to the library.
I already went to the library. My mom took me there this summer.
She probably took you to the public library on Elm Street. Did you know that we have our very own library right here in the school?
We do? With books and everything?
With books and everything. And the librarian, Miss Monroe, is waiting for us there right now. So come on, class, let's go.
Look at all these books.
I bet it would take a whole year to read all these books. This one might take your whole life. It doesn't even have any pictures. Shh. I'm glad you're so excited to be here, but we need to be extra quiet in the library. We do? Why? Because people come in here to read, and it's a lot easier to read when it's quiet. So I need to whisper. Oh, that's right. As we say in the library, silence is golden. All right, who knows what we do in the library? We whisper. That's right. And what else?
We look for books that we like.
Very good, Betsy. Now, who can tell me how we find the books that we like? On the cover? That's one way, but we also organize the books in the library so it's easier to find what you're looking for. And how do we do that? By color?
By size?
At home, I put all the books I like on one shelf and all the other ones on another shelf. That's one way to do it. At this library, we sort the books by the name of the author. Can anyone tell me what an author is?
The person who wrote the book?
That's correct, Scott. All the books that have an author whose last name starts with A are over here. Then, the authors whose names start with B, and so on. So, if you are looking for Half a Long Hedgehog by Daniel Williger, you look on the end here for W.
I love that book. I saw it at my cousin's house. It's about a baby hedge.
Shh. The best part about the library is that if you find a book you like, you can take it home.
If I find a book about ballet, can I keep it?
Well, not exactly. You see, you can borrow it, but remember, the book belongs to the library. So you have to take extra special care of it. So we can't write in it? Oh, heavens, no. And we can't fold the pages? Certainly not.
And we can't lose it?
My dear, sweet child, you must be very, very careful to never lose a library book. After all, it does not belong to you. Okay, children, I have library cards for all of you. So, take some time, pick out a book you like, and come see me when you're ready to check it out.
Just don't lose it.
Betsy, here's your library card. Bring this in whenever you want to check out a book.
I'm going to take Hop Along Hedgehog today. My cousin has this book, and it's so funny. It's about this little hedgehog.
Oh, it's one of my favorites, too. Billy, here's your library card.
I'm taking this insect dictionary. It has so many cool pictures.
Now remember, you can only keep the books for 1 week. If you return them late, you may need to use some of your allowance to pay a fine.
I'll read it really fast.
Okay, class, who wants to go sit down on the reading rug in the reading room?
I do. Let's go.
I hope you enjoyed your first trip to the library.
Can we start our books this afternoon?
Well, I was hoping we could, but it's getting a little late, and we still have to clean our desks and cubbies today. Why don't we do our cleaning tasks this afternoon, and you can bring your books home overnight? Just don't lose them.
Hey, kids. Hope you had a good day at school. I spent the afternoon cleaning the bus, which is quite a job, if you can imagine. First, I had to,
Oh, rats.
I'll help you out, Betsy.
Kevin, dear, don't play with your food. Your hands will get messy.
So, Betsy, how was school today?
We went to the school library.
That sounds exciting.
It was very exciting. Miss Monroe, the librarian, is really nice. She let us take out a book. I got Hop Along Hedgehog. I read it last summer at Natalie's, and it's really funny.
That's just great, Betsy. I love going to the library.
You mean grown-ups go there too?
Sure, there are lots of books for grown-ups there.
Oh, Sandy, I'm so excited to read Hop Along Hedgehog to you. It's the story of a little hedge. Gracie! Bad dog. You can't eat my book bag. Don't you know there's a library book in there? My library book. Mom! I can't believe Gracie ate my book bag.
Well, she didn't really eat it, Betsy. She was probably just playing with it. Everything seems to be here.
Everything except Hop Along Hedgehog, and that's a library book.
Are you sure it was in here, Betsy?
I think it was. And what if it wasn't? What if it's lost? Miss Monroe said you can never, ever lose a library book.
I'm sure it'll turn up, dear. If it's not here, we can check at school in the morning.
Never, ever lose a library book. That's exactly what Miss Monroe said. And now I lost Hop Along Hedgehog, the funniest book ever written. What will they do to me? Maybe they'll take my allowance for the next 10 years to pay for the book. Or they'll put me to work in the library, sorting books until I'm an old lady. A, B, C, D. Shh. Or maybe I'll be banned from ever borrowing another library book again. Tomorrow, Sandy, I will retrace every step I took today. I'll look everywhere and in every corner to find that library book. Places I have looked for Hopalong Hedgehog. Under the bed. Check. In the closet. Check. Under the baby. Check.
You don't have to sit on the floor, Betsy. There are plenty of good seats left.
I thought maybe I dropped something here yesterday.
Okay, then. Crawling on the floor might be the only way to look for it.
School bus? Check. It's not in my bedroom, it's not in my book bag, and it's not on the bus. Billy, are you listening to me?
Did you know an ant can lift up to 50 times its own weight?
Maybe when we cleaned our desks yesterday. Cubby, check. Hopalong Hedgehog is gone. I'll never find it. I'm doomed.
Is everything okay, Betsy?
No! I lost my library book. Miss Monroe is gonna hand me over to the library police. I'll never be able to check out another book again.
Betsy, it's all right.
But what if they send me to jail?
They're not going to send you to jail.
But Miss Monroe said...
As a rule, you shouldn't lose library books, but accidents happen, and it's your first time. All you have to do is go to the library and file a lost book report.
Really?
Really? Here's a hall pass. Why don't you go to the library and tell Miss Monroe exactly what happened?
Just in case I never come back.
Betsy, we'll see you in a few minutes.
Miss Monroe?
Morning, Betsy. How are you?
We had to clean out our cubbies yesterday, and then I dropped my book bag on the way into the bus. When I got home, Gracie ripped into my book bag, and Kevin splattered us all with food. But I looked everywhere, and I can't find my library book anywhere.
Is this what you were looking for?
Hopalong Hedgehog!
I was just about to send it to your classroom. You must have left it on my desk after you checked it out yesterday.
It was here the whole time?
Mm-hmm. But you know, even if you had lost it, all you'd have to do is tell me. Books do get lost. Accidents do happen. We would work something out.
For a while, I thought the first library book I checked out would be the last. Boy, am I glad I was wrong about that. One of the things I really like about kindergarten is that you never know what to expect each day. Weekends are fun, but I like school better. Have you ever wondered where all the garbage in the world goes? I never really thought about it before. But it has to go someplace. Right? Bus driver Bob? Where does all the garbage go?
Garbage? I believe it goes to a landfill.
A landfill? What's a landfill?
Landfill is a great big hole in the ground where they dump all the trash.
Well, what do they do when the hole gets all filled up with trash?
Well, I guess they just dig another hole.
It was kind of funny that I was thinking about trash today. Because when I got to school, it looked like everyone was thinking about trash. Even Principal Warner.
Hold on there.
Huh? Oh, hello, Principal Warner.
Is that a plastic juice bottle?
I think so.
Well, then, that should be recycled. Don't you think so, Mrs. O'Connor?
Yes, indeed. See here? This bottle has a recycle symbol on it.
Recycle? What does recycle mean?
Recycle means to take something and use it again, or find another way to reuse it.
By reusing the things that are made from aluminum, glass, or plastic, instead of just throwing them away, we can all help our planet.
We can? How?
For one thing, it helps make for a lot less trash.
So our landfills won't fill up with trash so quickly?
Exactly.
And that way we don't have to dig more holes and fill up the earth with garbage. Cool. How do I recycle this?
Just put it in the big recycling container over there.
There. Now it's recycled.
Well done. But now you two had better get to your classroom or you'll be late.
Happy Earth Day, everyone.
Don't you mean birthday, Mrs. O'Connor?
Not this time, Billy. Today I mean Earth Day.
What is Earth Day, Mrs. O'Connor?
Well, a long time ago, back in 1963,
Wow, that's cool.
Senator Gaylord Nelson began to worry about our planet.
What's a senator?
A senator is a person the people of the United States choose to help make our laws.
Oh,
Senator Nelson knew that our world was getting very dirty from pollution and too much trash. And he didn't understand why more people weren't trying to solve this problem.
what did he do?
Senator Nelson decided to create a special day to remind everyone that we need to help take better care of our planet, to keep the air clean and the water pure, and to save the trees in our forests. He called his special day Earth Day and wrote an article for a magazine that he knew went to schools because he was sure that children would want to help him. And so, on April 22nd, 1970, the first Earth Day was held.
Wow, that's cool. Cool. Was there cake?
I don't think so, Billy.
Aww.
Now people all over the world know that there are problems that we need to work on. Earth Day shows that if we all work together, we can solve any problem.
That's right.
Yeah, it sure does.
Well, I think it's just about time for a little fresh air. Is everyone ready for recess?
Yeah! Mrs. O'Connor's story about Earth Day really made me think. What could I do to help the planet not get polluted? After all, it's partly my planet, too.
What you think about, Betsy?
Huh? Oh, I was just trying to think of ways to stop pollution.
You mean like not littering?
Well, that's one way, Billy. Another way is by recycling.
Recycling? How can recycling stop pollution?
Reusing things instead of just throwing them away makes less trash.
Uh-huh. That way we won't fill up the planet with old garbage. Whoa! Scott was right. If I really wanted to help recycle, I'd have to think of some ways to reuse things and not just throw stuff away. But how? That night while I was having my dinner, I was still thinking about recycling.
You're so quiet, Betsy. Don't you like the soup?
Huh? Oh, sure. This is real good soup, Mom.
I'm glad you like it. So, did you have fun at school today, Betsy?
Uh-huh. And I learned a lot of cool stuff, too.
That's wonderful. I can't wait to hear all about it. Hello? Oh, hello. How's Alaska? Yes, I'll bet it's cold. It's your dad. What's that? Okay, let me get a pencil and I'll write it down. Talk to Dad while I go find a pencil.
Hi, Dad. What? You don't have a polar bear in your room. That wasn't a bear. That was you. What? You're bringing it home? I sure hope it's a toy, because I don't think Gracie would like it if we had a real polar bear. Mom's back with a pencil. See you tomorrow. I love you, Dad. My mom was always looking for pencils in the kitchen. I wish I could think of a way to help her.
Okay, I've got it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I'll just put Kevin in his crib, and then I want to hear all about your day at school.
As I was putting my soup bowl in the sink, I wondered if the soup can could be recycled. Just as I thought. And that's when I got a really great idea.
That's an awfully big smile. What's going on?
I just made a present for you.
Why, Betsy, it's a pencil holder. That's just what I need in here.
I know. And it's recycled.
Recycled?
Uh-huh. I made it out of the soup can you used to make dinner.
What a wonderful idea.
This way we won't make too much garbage for the landfills, and we'll be helping the planet. My mom really liked her pencil holder. And that gave me another idea. The next day during show and tell, I told everybody in my classroom about making the pencil holders out of soup cans. This pencil holder is just like the one I made for my mom. I bet if we all tried real hard, we could all come up with ideas for recycling things.
So smart, Betty.
By recycling old cans and other stuff, we can make useful things and we'll be creating less trash.
And that would mean less garbage in the landfills.
And that would mean less pollution.
Right! And we'd all be recycling.
And help save the planet. Whoa, what a totally awesome Earth Day! Yeah! Now, if we only had some cake.
Billy!
I think Betsy's idea is wonderful. So everyone's homework assignment tonight is to bring in something with a recycle symbol on it that we can turn into something new and useful.
I couldn't wait to see what everybody would bring in the next day.
Go on! Get out of here! You're free! Hi, Mrs. Brody! Guess what? I'm recycling!
The next day at school, everyone brought in recycled items, and we all began making some really useful things.
My goodness, look at all these wonderful things. What are you working on, Maria?
It's a bird feeder, Mrs. O'Connor. I made it out of a milk carton. See?
That's great, Maria.
Thank you.
What are you making, Scott?
Scoops!
Scoops?
Yes. By cutting away most of these plastic bottles and leaving the handles, I've made a couple of really big scoops.
What a clever idea.
These will be great for using in the sandbox.
I'm sure they will. Oh my, what beautiful vases.
Oh, well, thank you, Mrs. O'Connor. I'm making a vase from my grandmother's prize-winning roses.
I see. That's a very colorful vase, Betsy.
I'm making it for my mom.
That's a really big flower vase, Sarah.
Flower vase? Oh, no, Mrs. O'Connor. I made a jar for storing my dad's golf balls.
Oh, well, they all look wonderful.
Yes, and they're all 100% recycled.
Hello, Mrs. O'Connor.
Hey, it's Betsy's mom.
That's right, Billy. You gave us a great idea. What would our Earth Day celebration be without cake?
So now we can all have a real Earth Day party.
Awesome!
Visit the Betsy's Kindergarten Adventures website and see how Betsy's getting ready for school, play games, color pictures, and meet all of Betsy's friends at pbskids.org.
My friends and I love to read. You can find all kinds of fun and interesting books to read at your local library. Visit the library in your town today to have your own adventures, just like me.
Did you brush your teeth?
I sure did, because brushing your teeth helps keep them healthy and strong.
That's right.